there, YouTube. We are back with some more match play commentary for you guys. I am joined by the highwayman himself, peanut butter connoisseur, TJ himself.
Could you tell I was eating a peanut butter and jelly by the way I spoke before we started recording?
Yeah, that's why I threw that in there.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The lyric for today is gonna be and it's been a while since I could finish the bar. Ooh. I believe in you. Comment section. Follow your heart.
You're getting a little bit spicy with them now.
I'm following a dream.
I like it.
I already have the next 2 videos decided.
Oh, look at this guy. But we've got some matches here from Sully's Abode, which is the local card shop we go to every Thursday for Digimon. We start at about 6:30 p.m. We are located in Bolingbrook, Illinois. So if you're in the Chicagoland area, want to check us out, check the shop out, feel free to swing on by. We'd love to have you. We are also streaming locals, not every week, but when we do, they'll be on their Twitch, which I'll also drop in the video description below. So support the shop and support the boys. But today's matchup features a nice change of pace here. We've got Stack on the left playing Xros Heart, going up against Coop, who is playing Gammamon. Both decks who have gotten support with the new set in BT-21, and I definitely think the support pieces that each respective deck has gotten has definitely given the decks more oomph. They can do a lot more neat things now, which is really awesome to see, because I do like both of these decks. So I'm excited to watch this one. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. Check out our socials, which are linked down in the video description below. That's the best place to find the deck list of our channel. If you're interested in becoming a member, instructions on how to do that will also be down there too, so check that out. And lastly, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. But enough yapping from me. Let's go ahead and hop right into this one.
I'm excited to see what else Coop has cooked with his list. Also, I'm sorry. I'm going to be speaking more softly for people at home. I have family staying over, so I have to be mindful.
Demure.
Mindful.
But I've started to warm up to Xros Heart a little bit more. I know I was like super pumped to play it again when like 2.5 came out, and I kind of never actually played it at all, just because I couldn't really find a good way to like really make it feel comfortable for me. And I think the more I've tested with it, the new pieces I think definitely help, like this new Shoutmon, the new Omni Shout that we see Stack reveal here off of the Taiki, I think is actually really goated for this deck. So the option card I think people are sleeping on as well. I think it gets overshadowed by the Meteor Rock Soul option, which in its own right is very, very good. But the Can't Turn Your Back is also actually pretty busted in the right scenario. So I'm definitely excited to kind of mess around with it again.
There's a lot of really good. This set just in general has been phenomenal, honestly. Like I feel like there's definitely like sets in Digimon where we get cards and people are just like, this deck's bad, this deck's bad. But it feels like every Pro Tag deck that got boosted out of the set genuinely feels like it can do something in the meta, like to at least some degree. And there's so many like rock paper scissors matchups right now too, where sometimes you just like you play a matchup and you might just auto lose. It might be kind of hard, but like you're that same deck also auto loses to something else, so it's cool. I don't know.
It's really nice. And speaking of good support, Strongest Brothers is a great option card for Gamma. Lets you search 3. Every time you tuck, I believe, a source underneath your Digimon, you can Evo up, which is crazy.
Yeah, if you tuck a source, you can delay pop the option to Digivolve for free.
It's just so good.
Which it's goated. It's really, really good. It's so much gas. So Gamma's really in a really good spot right now, and Coop's got a very cool build with just a couple of tech cards that I am aware of.
And speaking of gas, so Omni Shout here did live the attack. So end of attack, you can choose to play out a Xros Heart card for a reduced cost of 5. And then you can go ahead and delete it at the end of the attack. So the way it should be sequenced, I think Stack did it right. It just the cards were on the board. Basically, when you play something out, you delete. Omni Shout saves itself underneath a tamer. Shoutmon can then come out and say, okay, I'm going to warp into an Omni Shout, and then go ahead and have Rush and swing again. That's sort of the pseudo loop that you can do with this deck. And when you pair that with the new Taiki, that lets you swing even though you've passed turn, if you have the capability to do so, you can see where that sort of high-speed aggression that Xros is really known for kind of come to play there. So Stack was able to do that multiple times there, which is actually really good.
Yeah. We see Coop go ahead and do a little bit more search.
Mm-hmm.
Does have 2 strongest brothers now. Only one is live though. He has picked up a decent chunk of pieces. He should have a 5 that he can go into.
Speaking of,
which we will. Yeah, we'll go into a Serious Mon here for the 3. Serious on Evo lets him place a card with Gammamon and its text underneath his stack to be able to pop something with 7k DP or less. There's nothing to pop, but at least get the tuck there, which can activate the strongest brothers, allowing him to go into a Serious Mon, which it looks like we're looking at the 21 Serious Mon there.
also really good.
Or sorry, Canonwise goes into Serious. I called Canonwise Serious. My bad. Sorry.
Sirius will be able to tuck something, pop something with less DP.
Yeah, he tucked something with Gamma in text as well, I believe. Let me just double check and make sure.
Yeah. Popped the Omni Shout. The Candlevice, the Inheritables, also really, really good for Gamma. Being able to give yourself like protections in a sense is super, super good for the deck.
Yeah, having an actual better form of protection is pretty insane, because you just when you would leave the battle area, you can just trash the Digimon cards from your sources to stop yourself from leaving. But you have to have Gammamon in your text in order to have it be live. But you can trash any 3 sources, so it doesn't matter what you trash, which is cool.
Yep.
And then Serious, when you play something, you just pop something with the lowest DP, so he just keeps on clearing boards. And it's not a once per turn, so you can do it on Evo and when attacking, so you can potentially pop 2 things in the same turn.
Interesting.
So it does have some pretty good utility there.
So it looks like we're running 2 of the Memory Setter Taikis in Stacks build.
Yeah.
I feel like that's curious. I feel like most lists I have seen recently run it back again just for the like setting it to 3, which actually can come up big in certain matchups. Although I would be curious if there's a thought to do like Nene for stack. Because I do have her at a 1-2 because you can still Digicross from trash.
Right.
With her, which is still pretty nice. But Coop is able to do 2 checks.
So yeah, he does die on the second check. Keep in mind the protection for Canonwise is only leaving by effects, so it does not save from battle, and he did not have enough DP to be bigger than the Shout DX, it looks like. Yeah. So just drop a hero for free off of the being deleted. Is able to play out a card, which we played out the little fella, the evil Gamma, and then we just hard dropped an RB Gamma to get some search.
Hard drop a hero.
Yeah, just set up more promo heroes, or RB heroes, not promo.
So Raptor will go ahead and swing. We took a DX, and it does have collision off of the Sparrowmon, so Coop is forced to block with the Gamma. Speaking of Shout DX, though, I do like that card actually a lot. In the new Shout or in the new Xros build,
it does some really cool stuff in conjunction with the new Taiki and the new Shout Omni Shout being able to reduce play cost by 5. So spitting him out for 7, and you can Digicross again.
Reduce cost. You can also go into the Shout, warp into Omni Shout. If you keep turn, you can Evo into him on top of Omni Shoutmon and have check +1, have other forms of things too. So it's a nice flexibility card. It counts as Zeeg and Omni Shout when you Digicross. So it's another just consistency piece to go into this big guy. A stack we see here, we use it as a Zeeg Greymon. And we're able to play out a Shout EX6, which will play out a Shooting Star from the sources or from the Tamer. Get rid of Coop's board, and we're threatening big checks.
Yeah.
Next turn.
No attack, unfortunately. Also didn't have. Does he have rush off the Omni Shout? He does, right? Yeah.
He does. So if we had the new Taiki, he would have been able to do some things.
But Coop's gonna be able to gain a lot of memory here. So we have a Mem Setter hero, the RB hero, and then the BT-21 hero. You gain a memory off of a stack having Digimon on board. We gain a memory by tucking a card under the Gamma, and then we can suspend the other hero to get another memory. Yeah, so we're scooting up. We're shooting.
Yeah, playing against Gamma a little bit more, like the deck can gain so much memory. Like it's crazy.
Yes, it prints. It's almost you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me. Yes, exactly. It reminds me so much of Pulse with how much memory it gains off its Tamer advantage, and it can get Tamers on board pretty quickly. So we go into the new Gulus, which places a card with Gammamon in its name from hand or trash as bottom source to delete something with this level 4 or lower. So we're able to pop the Shooting Star. then we go ahead and use Strongest Brothers to go into Canowise, or not Canowise,
Regulus.
Regulus, yes, thank you. Regulus will go ahead and be able to trash a card with Gammamon in its text or name. I think I can't remember.
Give it collision. Oh no.
Gammamon text. Yeah, so we'll give collision and start a main phase.
Coop.
That EX6 has to
Do
swing.
it like him.
And now Coop is just debating what he wants to do. We'll go ahead. We'll drop
Coop.
Gamma, drop a hero
It's
because he knows
coming.
Memsetter anyways. Has to swing.
We're gonna do it. Are we gonna do it?
Looks like we're checking DP.
Looks like we will go ahead and die here.
Oh wait, the new Shout EX6. He deletes something on swing, right? Or am I crazy?
Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
he deletes something with as much
Yeah,
or
when
less
attacking
DP
as much or less
so-
DP, so you can just go ahead and pop him. So that whole collision
Yeah.
thing actually doesn't apply to him. That's actually pretty
Yeah,
sneaky.
it doesn't actually matter. We still have to block. We still can collision the check. Well, we still have to collision block the checks, which we block with the gamma.
Right.
No check goes through because we don't have piercing. We just have
That's 2
what is that, blocker and this other stuff.
2 EX6s. You gotta pick that guy up.
Yeah.
So Stack is, I mean, he's doing a lot of good cycling, but we still don't see a new Taiki, which is tough. I feel like if he's had even just one of the new BT-21 Taiki out on board, like he's pushed a lot of aggression.
Yeah, I think he might not have them, to be honest. I think he's missing cards.
Gotcha.
So I think we're playing a little bit of. He has some of the common pieces, but I think he's missing some of the SRs. I think he's waiting on them in the mail.
Sure. So Shooting Star will come out. We'll neg 3K on the Galoose, and then also give it check -1 since it sees itself being played out. And as you said, Coop just prints memory.
Yeah, so just shoots
Because
all
the
the way
heroes all give him memory to some degree.
Yeah, and he still has the start of main phase as well. Or no, he used it already. He used it already to tuck in the game and everything else. Yeah, so he's chilling. Oh, do we have a second one? Oh, we did have a second one. Yeah, that's just.
Oh,
we have 3.
my goodness.
Oh, that wasn't memory setter hero. Those are all RB
Those
heroes.
are
I just forgot
all
the red
RB
background.
heroes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whoopsie. So we shoot all the way up. Okay. Yeah. Go regular
again.
Pitch a card, get him on attacks.
Looks like we're choosing the Shooting Star this time.
Yeah,
I
looks
think
like
if I caught that finger point correctly. Looks like we'll attempt to swing Regulus. We'll buff him up with 3 RB1 heroes.
+6 and plus another 4.
Ooh.
+6. He's +12. Plus. He's a big number right now.
He's a big number.
He's like 20. He's like 25K, 23K, something like that.
Then we go Sirius. Then we go Proxima, and then drop a Strongest Brothers.
Yeah.
This is a good game.
And then, yeah. And then Proxima, end of turn. Toxosaurus to delete something.
Yeah.
And then when something's deleted all turns, he can play out level 4 lower card with Gammamon in its text or name. I don't remember which one it is. There's so much different stuff with the new ones.
Yeah,
so I
and then
apologize.
you trash a card on Stack's end too. All right, because we trash because I believe with an Arcturus inheritable underneath there.
Proxima, that level 4 lower Dreamer card with Gammamon in its name. Okay.
Here we see I believe that's Regulus Ace come out after the Omni Shout swung. Go ahead and resolve effects here, and we'll do the 1 check. We'll live, so we'll choose to delete it or to play something out and then delete itself. So actually, you might need to back check me on this. So I know I kind of walked through the sequencing already, but you have to play something out to pop, right? So I think Stack did it correctly the first time. I'm just doubting myself this time. The Shoutmon coming out and then warping into the Omni Shout underneath the Tamer because you played out the Shout, save it.
Yeah.
But the save happens.
Are you talking about the beginning of the game with the cross?
Yeah.
I think Stack played it out correctly because he swung, it died. He
he swung, it lived. It swung, it lived. It has to end of attack, play something out,
end of attack.
and then if you play something out, you pop it. So it's like weird because both are sort of like mid resolution.
So the on play and the on deletion both happen at the same time, I think, because you do it. You finish resolving that effect, and then
It's your choice as
so
to
you would do the save for Omni Shout, and then you do
Right.
the on play of the Shoutmon to Evo.
Right.
Okay. So Stack. In the meantime, while we've been just making sure that we're right about our stuff, Stack is blowing out security.
Yeah.
And Coop is in a bit of a tight spot now.
There's a Taiki, but we just don't have the Meteor Rock. So we do have a Volder though. So Volder here
Alder's really good.
would be really good. We go there for 5. We would suspend 2 because you have a Zeeg and a EX6 underneath. You gain 2 memory because you have the 2 level 6s in sources as well. So we go back to 0. You can't swing, but you still have the Taiki here. Just play it out for 4. Coop. We'll have a decent amount of memory to work with, but nothing on board is a little tough.
No tamers to work with is really rough. We go Gulus. Gulus will let us at least tuck a card under.
Yeah.
Till we level 4 or lower, and then we do have a strongest of brothers, so we can go into a 5 for free, which we will go ahead and go into a Canalweiss. Canalweiss can tuck another card. Nothing to delete though, because everything's too big, and then Coop just scoops. He doesn't have a means of clearing the Valder, so we go to game 2.
All right.
That was a good game 1. That was very good.
Yeah, it was very good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think Coop didn't realize the EX6 popped on a swing, so I think that was a bit of a misplay. Because I'm assuming he wouldn't have resolved it that way if he knew.
Right.
Which, I mean, it's fair. I mean, the new Shoutmon EX6 is still a really good card. It's just his variant of Cross was weird, but now that we have the new Taiki and some of the new Omni Shout pieces, we do a lot.
Yeah, the deck can still go very fast. It's actually not as hard as you would imagine to get all your pieces ready and go into an EX6. Like testing with Shamoon recently, like there have been times where it's been like turn 2, turn 3, EX6 has done 4 checks. I was like, oh, what? What?
I'm receiving an update. Though at the beginning of that game, one of the things we did miss, unfortunately, is that Stack did pay 2 cost for the Evo into the Omni Shot instead of 3, so Coop technically should have had 1 more security.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
That's just in.
It's just in. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Evo into Gulus. Choose not to suck a card and just pass turn, choke to 1. That's good.
Okay, so we do see an early BT-21 Taiki, which is great. Started main, you can go ahead and tuck a card to game 1 draw on, which is always great advantage there. Go ahead and swing, tuck a Raptor Spare.
Hold on. That's just another update. He should have. Cooper should have been at 4 memory, not 4 security. I misspoke. I apologize. Keep going.
Okay. We drop an old Taiki here off of the Shoutmon on deletion because we did get lucky there, and then we tuck Atler underneath. Man, that man never does well for me. I always whiff with that Shoutmon. A little bugger.
We're all finding your pieces.
Yeah.
Oh my.
There
Lord.
it is.
Okay.
There it is. That's a turn 2 EX6.
That's pretty good.
And that will cost Stack 1. Does he pay the 1 here?
He needs to still pay it. Yeah. Oh, we're forgetting to pay it.
Stack.
Little tough. Classic Stack though. Really just classic Stack. There we go. Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Let me paste it. Alrighty.
He's gonna yell at me now.
No, he deserves to get yelled at. He knows it. Okay.
It's all in good fun. Then we pass turn by playing a Taiki, tuck a Shout DX, and call it a day.
So this is tough for Coop actually, because Stack's just looking at game potentially next turn.
Yeah.
Because we just swing Alliance for 2 checks and then just drop something, just drop anything.
Just drop anything as long as you've got the Shoutmon or Omni Shout inherit to give rush. Right? That's all you need.
Swing Alliance, 2 checks. Is the strongest of brothers. Strongest of brothers will be able to play out a card. Plays out Gamma.
We don't have. Okay.
I have to wonder if evoing that Shout in the back was maybe a little bit of a misplay. I wonder if he had it in hand and then just shouldn't have evoed the Shout.
Maybe. Yeah, because the Shout could just warp up and you can go ahead and do that.
We have shouts under our Taikis. Maybe we're just missing something.
Well, you have shouts, but a lot of things nowadays will cross with Omni Shout and not Shoutmon.
Oh, true.
So you end up just like the rookies when they get tucked really don't do a whole lot. They just sort of sit pretty.
Yeah. This is Stacks or not Stack, but Coop's got a hell of a climb though. This is going to be a hard game to win back. We did not get a lot of resources out of security. Okay, we do go Regulus. Regulus will pitch.
Well, he'll pitch and then force the shooting star to swing. But I mean, there's 3 bodies out here, potentially 4, depending on what Stack can see here.
Yeah, we'll swing. Okay. We'll collision with the Gamma. Okay, this is smart. We collision with the Gamma. Well, we'll go ahead and go Valcase. Valcase will -5 on the board.
Yeah, but we've got the EX6 that can still swing, though, no?
True.
And then pop the Valcase.
Yeah, we'll swing, pop it.
Play out a Galoose.
Does get a couple of undulations, but no blocker, right? Oh,
Gamma.
He shouldn't have blocker. I don't know what. I thought only the one thing. I thought only the one Digimon gained collision. Unless you can give collision one place and then.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not too sure on that one. So chat.
No, it gets collision and start of main phase. So I don't know. I'm not too sure why the Gamma.
I'm not too sure.
Oh wait, does EX6 have collision?
Oh, it's the freaking Raptor Sparrow. That's what it is.
Yeah, he has collision after the Raptor. Yeah. Okay.
That's annoying.
But it works out for Coop.
Works out for Coop. Stack, looks like we're just not seeing anything with Rush. I'm wondering if we just... Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Because there have been so many instances where you could just drop something and just swing for game here.
I mean, he's had an Omni... I feel like we've seen something.
So Coop is just climbing up into a Canovice.
Yeah.
Can tuck something, we'll proc the Strongest Brothers to go into Arcturus.
Oof. No serious. Arcturus will tuck a card.
Yeah. Okay, so now we will go ahead and tuck the material save sources underneath. We do have now an Omni Shout underneath one of the sources, so you're pretty much good to go. Even if you just have a regular EX6, like you should be set here. Yeah,
there's no blocker on this guy. Yeah,
just go ahead, recycle your pieces.
I think we need to Digicross without using the Raptor style, right?
Yes. Don't do it. Oi!
He does do it,
but you can still pop the Arcturus.
He'll
clear the stack, so he'll be fine.
He'll swing Alliance and pop.
But you spit out a body, is that right?
Yeah, body does get spit out.
Oh no, he has the Canovice protection, so then you can stave off the swing. Right? So you protect yourself from that deletion, and then you have collision.
Yeah, but we should be minus. Okay, we are dying. Okay,
yeah, he's dying.
We're all dying.
And then we go shout.
And then Omni Shout, Taiki. Okay, there we go. Okay.
So a little bit of a busy ending. Busy ending, but we get there. We get there.
Sorry, it's been not.
It's almost midnight.
It's been a minute. But it was good games.
Those are very enjoyable to watch. It's nice seeing. I guess you would consider these probably like tier 2-ish decks, right? I think that's pretty safe to say right now. But even though it's tier 2.
I'd maybe even toss him in 1.5.
Well, that was sort of the next point I'm making. It's that like even though you could quote unquote call them like tier 2, tier 1.5, even like these decks still feel very strong. And even if you pit them against the quote unquote like meta boys of the format, like these decks can still sneak games away and still feel like they can compete. You know, it may be a little bit of an uphill battle, but like they're not gonna go down like and just fold. Like they can definitely put up a fight and throw hands.
Good rogue decks.
Which is just really nice to see. You know, it's nice to see the diversity in the format, and it's fun. It's just fun. Overall, very fun time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the matchup. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like I said, hit us up on Discord if you're looking for the deck list or just want to yap about some of stuff that's going on in the Digimon world, and hopefully we catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.